Hi, we're Beeline, and we've built a better multimodal transit planner. We're trying to address the issue of existing navigation apps giving really subpar recommendations when you're trying to do multimodal trips. For example, if you're trying to take a long trip from South Bay to San Francisco, it'll say you can drive the whole way. It'll say you can take transit the whole way, and it'll give you some crazier recommendations, but oftentimes for somebody who's living in South Bay or in other parts of the Bay Area, the best method is, for example, a multimodal trip where you drive to some good transit station along the way, and then you take transit the rest of the way into San Francisco. It's rarely the best option to, you know, um, uh, take the local bus to your transit station, for example. It'd be better to drive, or if your Caltrain schedule isn't lining up with your schedule, it'd be a good idea to drive to Millbrae and take BART. But Google Maps just doesn't let you have good recommendations for that. So that's kind of where we've tried to bring in Beeline. So Beeline connects to a backend service that runs the LLM of your choice, Gemini, Claude, and it's integrated with other services using MCP. So far, we've integrated into Google Maps API, and we get traffic information and transit information from OpenStreetMaps. Um, and we're trying to solve this problem of better multimodal trip recommendations. So what we do is in with Beeline is we break up your trips into legs, and then the LLM tries to plan your legs with a little bit more context-aware planning. So, for example, if we try the same query here, Mountain View to Salesforce Tower by 6 p.m. It'll give you some recommendations based off of your criteria. So far I'm using the default criteria. I said I'm okay driving, using public transit, and walking, and I'm looking for the fastest option. So, this is kind of what you would expect. You would hope that Google Maps would give you as well, right? It would say, drive to a transit station, take transit to Salesforce Tower. And in most cases, the model will recommend the best three routes. But in this case, um, it thinks this is kind of clearly one of the better ways to go about it. And earlier when we were demonstrating and developing Beeline, we were using um, a much larger model. Right now, we're using Gemini 1.5. So it's the in this case, it's optimized for speed and for faster recommendations to the user. When we're using bigger models, it's a lot slower. So we're trying to optimize basically next steps is adding more services, improving the speed of the query, and integrating some better visualization here. So far we only have the start and the end point, but ideally we'd have it drawn out like in Google Maps, the whole route. But yeah, that's basically what we've built, and we hope you like it. There's a lot of work that we're trying to do next as well. Thank you.